This video is brought to you by a better route planner, the route planner for EVs. Hundreds of cars are supported. Choose your configuration, plan your route with the charging network that you want to prefer or charging networks that you want to avoid. If you're a premium member, you can use real-time weather forecast and traffic information, and you can also use a better route planner in your car with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Use the link in the description to support the channel and use a Better Route Planner Premium for 30 days for free.
Hello everyone and welcome to the new Tesla Model Y Juniper. Here we have the long-range dual-motor version and it has 586 kilometers double LTP range. If you get the same battery, it was just with rear-wheel drive, you get 622 kilometers. That's really amazing. The trunk is gigantic, it's very deep. You have a second floor which is gigantic. It's, oh my god, space. And then on the side even have very deep pockets. It's incredible. And you have this to close it up if you don't want that and put it back and put it in various positions. The frunk is gigantic too, a lot of space in here, and you can open it with your app. There's a little tiny thing on top on the widget. You don't even have to go into the app itself or in the car, of course, and you don't have to open it extra. So when it pops up, you can just open it. On the rear seat, this seat is in my position. I'm 180 centimeters tall, that's around 6 feet. I have enough legroom, I have enough headroom, no problem at all. The door is here, I have a button to open it, and then there's the safety thing. I have my extra screen here where I can do my climate here in the back, but I can also play games, watch movies. So I have Netflix here, YouTube, Switch and Tesla tutorials, games. Like I said, I can adjust the volume for the back. Really amazing. I can switch off the air for the back here as well. I have air vents where I can set where it should go on the screen. I have a little armrest here and a little pocket here to put stuff in, of course, in there. And we have the new ambient light. On the front seats, there's not a lot. We have the new ambient light here and then all the way there where you can change colors and brightness, of course. Window opening, opening the door and everything. And now we have wiper. We have a wiper control, a real stock here, which is amazing. On the steering wheel, we have our wipers and washing the screen, lights, and then music control and volume, but you can set it to something else as well. And on the right we have our cruise control, our whole cameras that you can adjust while driving, and our voice command. Of course, the honk is the button here in the middle. We have our main screen here where you do everything. I'm going to go through this in a second. Then we have two wireless charging spots for your phone. And then a gigantic pocket here, two cup holders, 12-volt outlet in here, a USB-C in here, and another gigantic thing where you can put stuff in. Really a lot of space. And then we have the little things here that light up, and you can also extend those. A little overview what we have here. When the car is parked, you get your car and you can lock. You can open the frunk, open the trunk, open the charge port, and when you're charging you also have to unlock the charge port. So when the charging limit is reached, you cannot get the charging cable. You have to unlock it here as well. Up here we have time, outside temperature, your account, which is connected to your app or your key. So when you get in, everything, the mirrors, the software, your seat, and the steering wheel goes to the position that you have on this key on your phone, for example. If someone else is driving, it goes automatically to this. Really amazing. When I go here to the side, this is my normal view. When we drive, then here it will animate the driving. Under here we have our media. When I swipe over, I have my trips, and I can select in trips which ones I see. I can see the odometer, trip A, trip B, since charging, and since start. Since start, every time you start a drive, it will reset. Since charging resets with every charge, and then trip A, trip B, you do yourself. And then another thing, and then you have your tire pressure here, which is very, very cool. Underneath, here is our map. Google Maps, and you can also put it in satellite, of course. You can see the chargers, navigate somewhere. It will preheat the battery automatically when you navigate to a charger. Amazing. Underneath here we have vehicle, all of our settings. On the first page are the standard settings, the most important, like mirror control, wiper, the steering wheel adjustment, and then it's about driving, charging, autopilot settings, how to lock. Here are all the key cards, like I said, ambient light and then light seats, display, if you want to plan charging or climate, safety, service, software, navigation settings, all of the trips that I just said, WLAN, so Wi-Fi, and your Bluetooth connection. And here we have our climate. I see my temperature. There's no temperature on the side because nobody is sitting at the passenger side. And then climate, you just set where you want this. You can also have a thing where it moves from left to right. We have steering wheel heater, and of course defrost. Here it moves to the left and right automatically. If you want that, it doesn't have to be in auto, and you can adjust everything here. And for the rear as well. And then we have keep climate, we have dog mode, and we have camp mode, where it just keeps the heat on and the climate and everything. Really amazing. And you just press it again and it's gone. And down here, like I said, we have different apps, and you can see on the right side the ones that you used not long ago. And then here you can put more in if they are important to you and you want to see them all the time, which is amazing. Starting the drive is the easiest ever, and the infotainment system is right there when you get to the car. So there's no boot up process. You unlock, and by the way, unlocking with the key on your phone is done like this. There's no hesitation. It's not like you want to open the door and oh, I have to lock first. No, you can feel that it's working right away. The only thing what holds it back a tiny bit is that there's a frameless doors, so the window has to open a tiny bit and then it opens, so there's a tiny bit of a delay, which is fine. But driving, then you just press the brake, and then here on the screen you tap forward, and now you drive forward and you go backwards. Then you have your backup camera with so many different views. Amazing. And here you have the 360-degree view, but it's not a camera, it's more of an area thing, so you cannot see what is there. Is it like here? It's just more of a, it looks like an X-ray or something. And if you want to park, you press P, and then we're back at this. And when you are driving, of course you have the EU regulations, and there is no thing that you have to confirm or something when you get into the car. It just works. But EU regulation is that the speed warning, which you can switch off by just tapping here, and it's off, done. And the other thing is the lane assist. Lane assist, you have to go into settings, autopilot, down, and then here. And then you always have the warning here. Negative thing is, yes, it's almost off, but still sometimes it does something. So it's not completely off, it's just 80% off or something. Driving a Tesla Model Y Juniper, is it really that different and so much better to the old Model Y? And no. The suspension is, I think, a tiny bit more comfortable, but it's not a new world. It's not like it's totally different. When you drive on a good road like this, it's fine. When you drive on a bad road, you feel the bumps, and you feel that it's more on the sporty side. So if you drive a Model Y and you say, I want a comfortable car now, then this is not it. But if you drive a Model Y and you say it's already good, but it would be nice to be a bit more comfortable, then this does it. Really nice. Power is amazing in this dual motor version. It really feels like a lot of power. Regen, you can set it to less regen or strong regen, one pedal drive that I have it in, and it's amazing. And it's also done in a way that's very intelligent. So when I drive slow like this and I get off the accelerator pedal, I get strong regen. If I drive really fast and I get off, I get less regen, and that is important because when you drive 190 and you get full regen, the car does a bit of a movement, and here it doesn't do it. And if you need more braking power, you have to step on the brake pedal anyway. So really nicely done. The steering is a bit hard and very, very direct, the same as in the old Model Y. You can adjust the steering for standard, sport, and I don't know, there was something else. But all of them are harder than I know from other cars, but it's okay. The directness, again, very, very direct. Important is also that the speed that you see here is very, very accurate. So if you see 76 kilometers an hour, it's really almost exactly that speed. In other cars, it's 2-3 kilometers an hour more than you actually drive. The indicator, it's nice that we have a stalk for the indicator and not the buttons like the Model 3. And it doesn't go into, so when you indicate the left, it's not staying in there and then jumping out. No, it's just a switch that you put it in. There's no tapping. It's just a tap, and then it's just on, and then when you switch a lane or go somewhere, it automatically goes on because it knows, hey, you did something. When you're on a roundabout, for example, and you go out, it just stays on because it didn't recognize that you did something. Like I said, the power is great, and it's overall a sporty car. So going into a corner, the suspension, the steering, everything is more sporty, and you notice that. But it feels nice if you want to drive a bit sporty. Cruise control, you just press the button here, and then either cruise control or steering assist autopilot is on automatically, and you can set that in the infotainment system. If you have switched it to just cruise control and then you drive, you cannot switch it to steering assist. You have to stop and go to P and then park, and then you can switch it on. If autopilot was on when you started, you can switch around the whole time. That's how it is. You adjust the speed here on your little roll here. If you do it fast, it goes up 5 kilometers an hour step. You don't have resume every time you stop it. So by switching it off or braking, you have to get to the speed that you were driving again. There's a setting in there where you can set it to go to the speed that the speed limit recognizes, plus or minus a special number. So you can go, it's 100 here, let's go to 107, for example, and then it does this automatically. But if you are on the highway, it does automatically 130, and let's say you want to drive 135 or 140, you have to adjust it every time yourself. The distance you go with sideways, and now distance goes from 2 to 7. I have the steering assist on right now. It works okay on the country road and also okay on the highway. When it goes in a normal way like this, it's totally fine. It steers itself very nicely. You cannot fight it. So if it goes a bit too much to the left for your taste or to the right, and then you want to adjust it, it will. Oh, there was ghost braking where it did slow down without any reason. It thought the car there was, and yeah, no. Let's do it without right now. So if you steer a bit too much against it, it will turn off. And it shouldn't recognize your touch, but I noticed in my range test that it did. It barely got a warning, hey, please touch the steering wheel or something. Yeah, and this is my, yeah. I don't know. I have the, no, I don't have it off, I have it back on. That was the lane assist. This car here doesn't have the advanced autopilot, it has the standard autopilot. And for whatever reason, when I use cruise control, and I'm on the highway and I switch the lane, if I pass someone, it's all fine, cruise control stays on. If I have the steering assist on and I turn the indicator on, it turns off the steering assist and the cruise control at the same time. I don't know why. It's time to accelerate this Model Y with dual motor. Like I said, I'm guessing around 450 horsepower, and see what the time is. Important, this car is at 74% and Tesla is famous. The higher the state of charge is, then you get really the power off. So you get a power limit, not full acceleration, already pretty fast. There was great acceleration. It's verified 4.88 seconds. Now we go on the highway, see how the car handles and the loudness at 130, and then maybe if we can drive the top speed of 200 kilometers an hour. 130, and like I said, here you notice on a bad road that the suspension is not that much better than the old one. I don't feel a difference, still not comfortable. But on a good road like now, it's totally fine. What I notice is it's significantly quieter. It's really nice noise level in here at 130. 150, still really good noise level. When you drive above 160, you feel everything. Steering is so sporty that you move a bit around. You feel when you drive by a car or a truck. It's just not a very nice feeling. The car moves around. You just notice it from left to right. You can barely do anything. It's not very stable above even 150 in a corner or something. Top speed 204 or 205. Okay, so what did we learn? The car is amazing. You have great power. It has amazing consumption. The charging is okay. It's not different than the old Model Y. So you get at a supercharger maybe 250 kilowatt in the beginning, but it goes down extremely fast. And then at 50% you have 100 kilowatt, and 10 to 80% takes over 30 minutes. It's not amazing, but you don't always need 80% to go on. It's just very efficient, and the battery is a great size. The software is really great. Autopilot is not amazing in my opinion. I'm sorry. It has great things, but also bad things, and it's lacking a few things. But overall, it's a great achievement. If this Model Y is so much better than the old Model Y, in my opinion, not. I think not, except for the loudness and a bit more comfort. That's it. Charging is the same, power feels the same, driving feels mostly the same. So if you have a Model Y, you don't need to upgrade, really not. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BetYouLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.